So it's not lost on me that the rhetoric being used to dehumanize, to vilify Palestinians right now, and that is being used to authorize the genocide that's going on in Palestine right now. Like, it's not lost on me that that's just textbook white supremacy, textbook colonizer, textbook genocidal maniac that we've seen throughout history. And it's not lost on me that people see what's going on as warranted and normal, despite the fact that it's been documented why they're fighting back and fighting for their freedom. Like, it's not even lost on me the fact that the American government and the Western governments fully see the Palestinians as collateral damage. And they see what's going on as warranted and okay and normal. That is because it is okay and normal in Western societies to do those things, because that is an accepted form of colonization and a practice of colonization. And it's not even shocking to me that a formerly oppressed group would become an oppressor and would turn around and commit the genocide that was done to them using the exact same tactics. That is a part of the poisonous cycle that is an effect of colonization. It does not at all make it okay what's going on. What you just should see is that's why we have to stop the cycle. America taught Germany, inspired them, and Germany used it on the European Jews, and the European Jews then decided to use it on the Palestinians, using it in the area because they decided to take that. And even America learned from its genocidal, it inherited the tactics of its genocidal progenitors. So we now have to stop it. It's still going on in the Congo, and people aren't even as alarmed by it because genocide in the Congo is normal and natural. Because when Europeans and European Americans now want what exists in Congo, they go in and destabilize, and they vilify and dehumanize the people there, and they say it's their fault that they have no government or structure. Actually, it's the looters' fault. We know this. Check the content on my page, because we can just simply look at what happened and we know what's going on. I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it. America is a corporation, and America runs on outdated colonizer and plantation logic. Americans are slaves to the system that was created. They are forced to give money to fund socialism for the rich. What's going on in Palestine right now, we all know that it is to help rich people make more money. To help them become more rich. What's going on in Congo is the same thing. And they are willing to kill, steal, and destroy, and force the people in the West through forcing them to give up their lives and their money, like the slaves that they are, in order to fund rich men's adventures around the world. This has nothing to do with right versus wrong. That is all packaging. I have over and over explain that on my channel, that Republican, Democrat, Christian, any type of religion that's being used and leveraged to justify genocide, homicide around the world, war, conflict, it's just packaging, and it's just propaganda being used to get your authorization, so that the masses can be forced to fund something that's only going to make a few people rich. When you internalize what I'm saying to you, then you can fight. You can fight it, because to know and to see and to feel the rage against the machine that has been set up to sacrifice the innocent, to bulldoze their lives, and to use them bone body and soul to fund the mediocrity of the West. The West isn't tramp. The West is just really good at killing people. Really good at G-side. Really good at going around the world, dehumanizing, creating propaganda, creating an enslaved populace to imperialism. That's what we're dealing with. And until you internalize that and you see the West for what it is, these burnt out old whores to riches, they are Sodom. They are the evil ones. They are the villains. It's not the people. The people don't even know what's going on. The average human living in the West, living in the global North, living in Europe and America, we didn't know what we were funding until now. So we're all just playing catch up. But with a hive mind, we are able to collate data. We're able to disseminate it. We're able to hand what we know to each other. And in short order, we have mobilized in mass. I am proud of you guys, as sickened and as horrified as I am at what's going on in the Congo, Rwanda, everywhere, all around the world, where colonialism still is bopping around and making the rich richer, while terrorizing, murdering the local populations. We are now awake and aware to what's going on, and they're going to keep fighting being awake and aware. They're going to use propaganda to pull you all back in line. They're going to do whatever it takes. And the hilarious part about it is that they're so greedy that they haven't realized that they would just make you all extremely comfortable, and that if they would just lower the price of food, lower the price of housing, a lot of you would just shut up. But they have created the perfect storm. Greed and capitalism is the snake that eats itself. So is America. In and of itself, the snake that eats itself. Your greed is what is going to tear you. It calls you to be torn apart. If you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. If you live by greed, you're going to die by greed. And so the perfect storm that they've created in order to bring about more riches to themselves is the thing. It truly is the thing that is gonna deal the biggest blow to them and what's going on. And so I am encouraged. If you all can see what you did with Palestine, let's do it for the Congo. Let's do it for everyone else in existence who is suffering under the under the blows of a bully who doesn't have the strength to prop its own self up. We're its strength. We're the body. If we fight back, it has no other option but to yield.